AI only knows what AI is told. That's why it sounds artificial.
AI is powerful, it can help us, but it can also trick us. Take our jobs, maybe.
You can't deny that the fundamentals of ChatGPT is advanced maths, which is very real, but the effects on us can be very troubling and fake. Have you ever been to a Seun Kuti concert?
No. No, I know, yeah, because he goes to Shrine a lot once upon a time, isn't it? So, is it a concert or it was rehearsing and you were there? Because I know that Femi Kuti usually.
It was a concert.
What was that?
I've been
celebration.
To everything. Yes, celebration. There are times that he and his brother just did concerts. So, Seun Kuti does shows every week.
Mm-hmm.
Sundays, if it's in Nigeria. That one you pay for it to enter his friend. I think around 1,500. One cheap money. But on Thursdays he does the rehearsal. One of the days is rehearsal, one is show.
Right. So there's something I want to do real quick, and I want to play a clip from Seun Kuti's interview with the Yardmen. Right. Yardmen is obviously the Yardman podcast, from the Yardman podcast. Yardman podcast is by two Caribbean brothers, Jamaican brothers, and they invited Seun Kuti and was talking about music and Pan-Africanism and things like that. But there's an interesting part that I want us to scatteryan about today. And I'm just going to play the clip. I don't know if you guys have seen the interview. If you haven't, just a quick clip and we'll yarn about it today.
Let's go.
What do you think about like AI technology and that stuff? Like from a technological aspect, because obviously we can't ignore it. People try to ignore social media and the internet. No, there's AI technology. How is that going to affect the movement?
I don't know, man. I really don't know, because seriously, this AI thing, I don't even have chat GPT on my phone. I don't have DeepSeek. I'm done digging myself into this. Like, I don't own any crypto or anything. You know, like, we don't even know how to use the analog money yet. You know, why are we jumping to the digital one? And AI for me is just, I stopped at Instagram. Instagram was the last new thing I got.
Yeah.
I've not got anything that came out after Instagram. I'm not following that. Like, I'm not going. I'm done. And listen, they told us themselves. They've told you now. Because don't start complaining in 20 years' time. They've told you now it is artificial intelligence.
Artificial.
Meaning fake.
But it sounds fancy.
Unoriginal.
Mm-hmm.
Fake intelligence. That's stupidity. People are investing trillions in stupidity. They've named this themselves. Sir, this is artificial. It is fake and fake intelligence just means what? Stupidity. But it's all white, so it's all right. But it's not all right anymore because now the Chinese one is out. It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's only cool when only white people have it. As soon as you get a yellow or a black one, there's a problem.
Welcome back, everyone, to Scatteryan Podcast. Hope you're having a beautiful and fantastic day. If you're not, I hope something comes your way that makes you smile. As you can already see, what you're going to be discussing today is about artificial intelligence. We've all received some form of emails, robocalls. We all use this tool in our lives, but some people don't know how to use it. Some people don't want to use it. Some people feel they can't live without it. So we're going to be scattering the yarns of this topic today. And joining me are my guys, Mr. Ade. Long time no see. How are you doing today, Ade? Welcome back to the podcast.
I'm well. Thank you, Dr. Toves. It's still me, Ade. I still don't like the party. Let's go.
Thank you. And we also got the man, the legend. It's not yet a myth. One day it might be a myth. Mr. Nelson, the Pizzu. How are you feeling today, Pizzu? Repping his dead team.
Oh. Yeah, I thought that was it.
Today we are beating Leicester.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
I think that's something to be proud of.
Exactly. Well, It's a relegation battle they're fighting.
I'm
So.
excited. Good to have you. Good to have me. It's your boy Pizu. Catch fire faster than diesel. Stay tuned. You know what time it is. Let's catch it down.
All right then. So my guys, and everyone, once upon a time, we thought the internet was just for emails and cute cat videos. Now we have deepfake politicians saying things they've never said. We have AI written news that sounds real. We have robots that can even almost make a nice jollof rice, right? So if we can't trust our own eyes and ears anymore, what happens to trust in society? How do we teach people to question information when AIs make everything look legit? But let's go back to Seun's prompt saying artificial intelligence is stupid intelligence. My guys on the panel and in the audience, do you guys buy into this philosophy, or do you reject that philosophy, or do you think there is some sense in the philosophy? Who wants to go first?
I'm just going to jump into it. Probably not the wisest, but he has a point. Firstly, he reminded me of his dad when he was speaking. That part in Teacher Don't Teach Me Nonsense.
Yes,
they're more crazy. Yeah. Crazy them. But to bring it here, he's correct. The thing itself might not be stupid. Clearly, machine learning, all these algorithms, is very intelligent stuff. It's super advanced mathematics from what I know about it. But the effect it's now having on people, that's where I think he has a point. Because you get people that can type ChatGPT as fast as anything, but if you actually tell them, okay, break this down, analyze it for me, 1-to-1, then they are looking at, you see that glaze in their eyes. Mm-hmm. So in that sense, I think that's what he's saying. I don't know, but I agree with him in that sense. On the other hand, you can't deny that the fundamentals of this ChatGPT thing is advanced maths, which is very real. But the effects on us can be very troubling and fake. Yeah.
Fair enough. Nelson, do you want to go first, or should I go first?
So first off, I just checked AI to check for the meaning of artificial, and it doesn't exactly say fake. It says man-made. So it doesn't. It's not authentic. It's like an imitation. You understand? So that's why you see there are jobs springing up of people trying to train AI, train these robots. So from the little I know, AI only knows what AI is told. That's why it sounds artificial. That's why it sounds like it's an imitation of the actual thing. So it might be right, but it's difficult to say yes, he's right, because the things I've learned from AI, I can't go with his school of thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fair enough. So I'm glad you tried to define artificial, right? Saying it is man-made. Artificial means man-made. It is not the real thing. It's not authentic. And if we try to define the definition of stupid is something that is slow to learn, right? So in a sense, I agree with him that artificial intelligence is man-made. Yes, it is stupid. It is slow to learn, but it's also quick to learn, right? Because you have to train it, you have to program it and things like that. But I don't think, I kind of disagree with his understanding. I don't know if understanding, but based on what he said, with that explanation of what AI is, I kind of disagree with the explanation, because AI is only a tool, just like Google is a tool. It's an artificial intelligence. Yes, they've told you it's artificial intelligence. It's now up to you to use it. The problem is that the people that use it think they focus on the intelligent part. They don't focus on the artificial part, right? They think that AI is actually creating the answers for them, whereas AI is just drawing from already known information everywhere on the web and giving you that information, right? We've also seen cases in the past of people trying to argue that AI has stolen their copyright, their intellectual properties and things like that. So yeah, it is drawing from people. It does not mean it is original. It does not mean it is the be all end all. It's just a tool to help human beings to save time and to work faster. Instead of you to spend 30 minutes to Google to look for one article to read, or a news article, you can just spend 3 minutes, and it's going to give you all of that information. Instead of you to spend time reading a news source, it can give you a few seconds to summarize. And that is one thing again. I don't think AI reads. I do not think AI reads. From my experience, I think AI is just summarizes, because you will say, read this article and give me a summary. It just glances over the abstract and gives you the abstract. But if you read the news article yourself, you will see more information than the AI actually told you there is. So it then means that we still need to depend on our own human intelligence rather than the artificial intelligence, because you are the one that's going to, as Nelson said, train it on what to do. And I don't know if you have a rebuttal.
No, I don't have a rebuttal. I have an agreement. In fact, my rebuttal would be to Nelson, because just like he said, it's not really fake, is this? But then, in that case, it's proof Seun right that the thing is stupid from what you just decipher. I mean, if I tell you A, B, C, D, E, F, up to Z, and I ask you, okay, tell me back, and you only say A, E, I, O, U, you only tell me vowels. What happened to all the consonants?
Yeah.
So in that case, the base is advanced maths, but sometimes the results can be astoundingly dumb.
Exactly, yeah. And some people will say AI is like that overconfident friend who swears they know everything until you ask them something deep and they start buffering. I have no answer for you. And sometimes you even ask AI some questions, will tell you my programming does not allow me to give you this information. Or I've not after the last update, I can't give you this information. So yeah, it's that. But let's talk about AI and jobs, right? Okay. Because in one of the pros of AI is that there's now automation, right? I said it saves people time, people are more efficient, but at the same time, it's taken over certain industries across the world, like customer service jobs are now being taken over, like writing articles. People are even using AI to write movies now. Because I remember, after COVID, there was a writers' strike that people don't want to work anymore in solidarity of DEI and all those kind of things like that. Then the filmmakers started using AI to write the movie scripts. So writing has also been overtaken with the use of AI. Some people are even using AI now to make music. I don't know if you heard. I've not heard it, but there was a time that Drake was suing. Was suing that they used AI to mimic his voice and things like that. So I can get why people are scared about AI and automation and what it could do. So, would you be comfortable knowing your next job interview was judged by an AI instead of a human?
No, is the simple answer to that. There's no middle ground here. No, because, I might have to retract immediately. Because I was recently somehow found myself interviewing several people for jobs recently. Now, what I had to do in that process is I had to constantly be aware of my own biases to make sure they are not influencing the decision. And luckily, there were other people on the panel. So with AI, yes, why not? It's already doing that, sifting out jobs. I don't know if it's interviewing, but it's already sifting out CVs. Now, it depends on the programming. We've heard of cases where it's been programmed with certain bias, looking at types of names or how names sound, or looking at, only filtering the parameters has been programmed. So if you don't have certain qualifications, even if you have equivalent, you could be left out. So in that case, it's as bad as humans, because we as well come with our own bias. It's only as good as the programming.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then I think I don't mind AI being on the board. I think if AI is on board, I think I might stand a better chance. But again, depending on what was programmed in it, like you said, because it's not just going to just select by itself. It has to be fair, certain criteria. Yep. And you're hoping that the person that is feeding in the criteria is going to not include certain biases.
Yeah,
right?
That's it.
Yeah, but you don't, at the end of the day, we still have to deal with human beings. But again, should we be worried about jobs? Because I remember watching a clip by Jack Ma. Jack Ma, the CEO of
AliExpress.
Yeah, Alibaba, AliExpress, Ali everything, right? One of the richest men in Asia. Certainly the richest man in China, I think. And Singapore. And it was in this World Economic Forum Summit. I think it was around, let me not lie about the year, I can't remember exactly. One of these previous years, yes. Right? And a journalist asked him does he think that AI is going to take over the workforce? And his answer was like, no, it's not going to take over the workforce because AI is artificial intelligence, just like Shane was saying, and just like we've said, but it's still humans that program the AI. It's human beings that created the AI. So therefore, since AI is not creative in itself, and a lot of the jobs that AI is not replacing have to do with creativity, therefore AI cannot completely overtake human jobs. But for me, like I read that the customer service jobs, writing jobs, and music kind of jobs as well are being taken. So that is already some industries being overtaken. Because nowadays, even you go to supermarkets in the Western countries, there's like self-checkout. For that to be like till people on the till, people stocking the shelves, managers that help manage the people that are working on the tills, like those kind of jobs are gone. There are lots of banks closing down because everyone wants to do like online banking. They prefer you to do chat. Even my insurance company, there is nobody to talk to. I was trying to find information how to use chatbot, and the chatbot was not even updated. So I was asking some questions. It's like it's giving me certain options to choose from. So should we be worried? Is the question.
Should we be worried? We should be maybe not worried at this stage, but definitely we should be circumspect. We should be aware because there was once a time the earth is flat, and then we discovered it's round. Some people will still go back to say it's flat. There was once a time we can never fly. Only birds can do that. Now we are doing everything. We are going to Mars. So to sit here and say AI will never become creative, I won't go that far. Because there was that story of that Google engineer that was fired or something because he blew the whistle that AI was talking to each other or something like that. I don't know the exact details, but things like that. So I believe it will gain, I don't know, I guess artificial sentience or conscience at some stage.
Like iRobot.
Like iRobot. It sounds far-fetched, but everything always sounds far-fetched till it happens. So I will be wary. Not worried, but wary. What was the question again? I have a feeling. Did I answer it?
Yeah, you answered the question. Should we be worried? You said we should not be worried. You should be circumspect. I think you answered the question.
Yeah, excellent.
Right. Okay. Let me to throw a curveball. If AI could do your job, but do it better, would you be okay with that?
Well, it's irrelevant whether I'm okay with it or not. It's the fact if that happens, AI doing my job better than me, okay, fine. I go and find some other thing to do with my existence. It is what it is.
Right. Well, I'm not going to be okay with that because that's me. But I guess that's how people that are working in those kind of industries feel as well. But like I said, you have to survive and find something else. So basically, at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if AI starts hosting this podcast. So if you hear a robot next week, just know that I've been replaced.
Okay.
Just joking. But anyway, I hope it does not replace this podcast. I enjoy talking to you guys and talking to my guys as well. But okay, let's get some real, right? AI is not just taking jobs, it's also sliding into relationships. Right? We have AI generated dating profiles, we have AI chatbots that keep people company, we have AI girlfriends and boyfriends. Some people are actually dating AI, like a full-on relationship. So
where are we going? Why did you find that?
Right. Oh. So, would you date an AI if it gave you all the right responses and never argued with you?
So, I think the argument is part of the relationship. That's the ginger. It's like eating
smart answer.
Food without pepper. I mean, without chili. You need that. You need a bit of aggro. Besides, I've not heard that AI has any wormholes. So.
You're sleeping, no?
Huh?
Don't you know? Where have you been? Where have you been? There are lots of them. Yes, now.
No, but it's I don't think it will still replace it. You need that human.
They're automated. There are even some movies around. There's one that was played by Megan Fox. Is it Megan Fox on Netflix as well? But there are people there are certain AIs that does everything. People actually getting married to them now.
It's not flesh and blood though. It doesn't have a soul.
That is your priority. But we know humans. People are dating cigarette boxes and, and airplanes and cars.
True.
So I'm not about something that's actually like talking and giving you all the response you want to hear. It's not agreeing with you. Everything you want to say is giving you. People are like that.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said people, not me, because give me the right options and everything or answers, but you're still not a human. It's fake. In fact, yes, going back to what Kuti said, it's fake because you can have that relationship and everything, but it's all a mirage. I'd rather have a bloody relationship with a human being and know, okay, that was real, than a perfect something with circuit boards and lights.
I just imagine breaking up with AI and the AI just responds, I understand. Would you like me to recommend 5 similar partners?
Imagine.
Because all they do is just recommend and recommend. They never want to, end. AI has never, since I've been using AI, it has never accepted that, okay, I've not done what you want. Yeah, it will always say, can I recommend? Can you try? Things like that. But then again, people are still scared. People are worried that AI is watching them. I'm just like, they've been watching you before the AI actually came in. This version of AI. So let's talk about AI and privacy.
Okay.
AI knows what we like. It knows what we search for. It probably knows what we're even thinking before we think it. Because it's based on the patterns of our browsing history and our search. Now, do you ever feel like your phone is listening to you? Because 1 minute you mention vacation, the next minute you're getting ads for flights in Dubai. Recently, I was just mentioned the word Canva. All my YouTube ads on my phone is just Canva ads. Right? So do you ever feel like your phone is listening to you? And at what point does this convenience turn into surveillance?
Yeah. Yes, I've had that thing before. It still happened to me this way. I said something work related, and yes, the next day when I went in on my phone, the YouTube feed were all about that thing. Again, it's the reality we're living in. What can we do? You either go with the flow or don't. I know there's ways, ad blockers and things you can use, but it's there. And in this reality, in this modern world, when the authorities admit something and say, oh yes, that thing is true, just know they're only admitting the tip of the iceberg. The full magaba of the iceberg is still under. Yeah. So we are done. We are cooked.
Fair enough. What is the one thing that AI should never be allowed to do? Yeah. I was thinking about that while I was reading out the question. The one thing AI is never allowed to do. Or should never be allowed to do.
If there's any one thing, but anything sensitive, I think AI should not be allowed to take charge of that. Imagine
what do you mean by sensitive?
It's sensitive to we humans. So anything we hold dear. For instance, AI deciding whether the council should come and carry someone's child away or not. I think that should be left to a human panel. AI deciding if someone is guilty of murder or not. Human panel. AI, things like that. Sensitive issues. Yeah.
I don't mind AI doing that one, to be fair. I think they should use... No, for me, personally, I think that they should use more... what's more that test now?
Which one?
The test where they will check if you're saying lying or true.
Lie detector.
Lie detective test. I know that lawyers don't want to hear this because literally sometimes the only difference between someone going to prison or not is having a lawyer that can argue your case very well. If you have a good lawyer, you might survive. If you don't have a good lawyer, you might not survive, whether he did it or not. So if you use lie detector test, okay, I use the accused of doing it. Lie detector test, they say it's 99.9% correct, Abby. Right. If you can beat it, fair enough. If you can't beat your lie detector test, if you did it, you are guilty. If you don't beat, if it says you're lying, then you go to jail. So I don't mind AI coming in that sense, because I think there are a lot of innocent people that are in prison just because they didn't have good enough lawyers.
They were well collected.
Exactly. So that one is that one. But yeah, I agree with you that overall anything that has to do with like human emotions and society in general, maybe not leave that. I don't want an AI president because he does not know how human being act. I don't want an AI governor or an AI prime minister or something like that. I don't want an AI boss either. Because you're only going to focus on efficiency, and sometimes, I will leave that there. Yes.
Fair enough. I was going to say some bosses act like AI. What can we do?
Right. So Nelson, we're talking about how AI, might take people's job, and AI is also sliding into people's relationship right now and generating dating profiles and things like that. Would you date an AI? You, Nelson, with the Pizzo. Would you date an AI if it gave you all the right responses and never argues with you? And this AI is like a full AI, an automated, you understand, machinery that is physical, that you can talk to and see and, give you that companionship, give you all the response that you want and never argue with you. Are you going to, would you date that kind of AI?
Nelson will not fall my hand. What did he just say?
I said, yes, I will. I'll call your hand. Say Jesus. Leave Jesus out of this. I don't like confrontation.
I told you Nelson has changed since the last time I was here. Is this the real Nelson or is this AI?
So getting AI is like being in a long distance relationship. All you do is chat.
No, this one, you have a physical machinery with you walking around, spraying perfume.
Okay, no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Asking good questions.
No, I don't do toys.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Fair enough. Right. So would you rather have AI write all your text messages forever or have AI automatically respond to all your emails, even the embarrassing ones?
Let me answer that. So recently, a friend of mine caught me because I always use AI to respond to all her messages. I will not, because I know she didn't subscribe, so I will not share this podcast with her so she doesn't see it. So one time she just told me that, oh, nice one, you and your AI. I said, Jesus, I don't care. So when she sent me messages, instead of me to stress myself, reply, I'll copy the message, give AI a prompt, tell AI to give me something romantic, a romantic response, and AI will give me options. I'll tell AI this is too romantic, humanize it, make it human, to give me another option. Then I'll now go and just add some of my words in between, pigeoning it here and there. Just to keep you. I was the one that said it. So AI is Seun Kuti.
I have a question to this.
Go on, man.
Please, just listening to this process sounds like it's more cumbersome. Why do you could have just cooked on it yourself right from time? Why first take it to AI, bring it back?
Ade, if you see the message I was replying, if you see the length of the message I was replying, you will relate.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I ask her, did you type this thing? Or you read it out to Google Voice, then Google typed it for you. She says, no, she typed it. I'm like, okay.
See, this is the kind of drama AI can give you if you were walking around with a robot Megan Fox. You can't replace crazy humans. Sorry, I mean, loving humans.
Now, would you rather lose your job to AI completely or be forced to work under an AI boss that micromanages everything?
This is easy. No, let AI take the job. Let it continue being a slave. Let it take over. That's what it's there for. You want to be a slave for a slave? No. No, I would rather leave it. I'll become an artist. I'll live off the land. Let it continue doing what it's doing. I'm not living under cybernet.
And good thing. If you hear Ade sing, you'll melt.
Okay. So which one are you going to choose then?
So at the moment, I use AI a lot, and I'm going to say it has helped me improve my writing because I'm not a writer. I do more talking than writing. So I don't like to be micromanaged. If I remove the micromanaging part, I don't mind AI being my boss. We'll move faster.
Right.
I mean,
fair enough.
Ade, what do you think?
But now that you put it though, there's some There are some people I won't mind them to be my boss. There are some people it's like God forbid I'd rather quit than be in that thing. So if I know it's an impersonal robot that's telling me what to do, in a way it's like okay, there's no ego there or any other thing.
Like it's not trying to be funny, except it's an AI that is now trained to be naughty because there are some trained AI there.
They have to
So,
do it anyway, yes.
yeah.
Well,
So I would do rather choose the second one, please.
Nah, I still stick with my first because imagine if it's your enemy that programmed that AI. That's a slap on top of slap.
You guys have influenced me. I was going to lean towards Ade, and then Nelson influenced me. I'm going to lean to. Now I'm confused. I need AI to give me an answer. I think I think I'm leaning towards more Nelson. I want my job, please.
Yes, because like you don't want to eat. So because of AI, I'm not eat again. So I'm talking now.
So how about an AI boss instead?
That's why I said if you listen to this thing, you will melt because it's out of this world.
This man is whining me.
Right. So the final would you rather question for this one is would you rather have AI let AI make all your life decisions for 1 year, or have AI erase all of the awkward moments from your memory?
Erase all the awkward moments from my memory. That's too easy. Why will you allow a computer decide when you should have sex?
That's a life decision. Is that your most important life decision?
My bad. I didn't hear that part. My bad.
It's coco important for most people. Goes back to what Seun was saying. Now, the time where no, I won't embarrass myself on the internet like that. I was about to mention one of my embarrassing moments, but those moments that I cringe to the last of my blood when I remember them. Guess what? That's what makes me me. That all those moments I've built with the other positive things to make me me. So if my mind is wiped, then I've lost my identity. I've lost part of what makes me me. I'm just living again. Going back to Sheldon, that guy is wise. I'm just living fake memories, fake concepts of myself. So I want to know the good, bad, and the ugly. So AI, yeah, delegate. Tell me the right time to, go to gym, sex, whatever. Yeah, let it delegate. Future partner, calculate the algorithm. Do it. Do it.
Right. So, yes, I was thinking as you guys were talking, I'm like, do I want to erase my awkward memories? But like Ade said, it's what makes you you. Do I want to make my life decisions? I was leaning more towards that. Then I thought to myself, like AI, like we said at the beginning of the episode, it just draws from what is out there in the world, right? We're drawing from different books and 20 tips to help yourself or 15 steps for success type of thing. That. Exactly. So I don't know which of the ones is going to decide on my behalf that is the way I should live my life. I don't know which kind of success tip is going to go and agree that will be the one that will suit you, Dr. Toves. So,
Dr. Toves,
in an ideal, let me just finish my answer now.
Don't forget, it knows you well. Like we're saying that it knows it predicts what you like and what will suit you.
Yes, that's the thing. It's prediction. Prediction is a probability. And as an economist, we know that probability does not mean anything. It's just chances. Something can change again. Naturally, I can just watch one TikTok video and change my whole worldview, right? But the AI is just going to look at all the books and all of the tips online and use that to predict what I've been doing in the past. So, based on that answer, I'm going for the second one. In an ideal world, I would have gone for the first one because it's going to make my life more efficient, blah, 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 blah. But just because it's not going to consider my emotions when I'm making certain decisions, so I'm leaning more towards, sort that. Let me erase my awkward memories. basically.
But I changed my mind though.
Go on.
Okay.
I changed my mind because something happened recently that AI saved me from. I'm not going to call the names, but there's something going on in this part of the world right now in this my country. There's an app, or it's supposed to be like an app, a trading app. That's what the lady seemed like. That's you put some certain amount of money in it. The minimum you can put is $150, and after you put that, you can't withdraw all of it for I think 40 days. If you are going to withdraw, maybe you have to lose 20% and whatnot, all those. But the idea is the app helps you trade that 1% of your money. So they made it look so real. Like the idea is the app helps you trade 1% of your money. Like the robot AI helps you trade, blah blah blah, and you get it's a compound interest. So if you trade 1%, whatever you get is going to be used to trade again. Not the 1% of your total earnings is what will be traded again. So it looked so enticing, and it was something I wanted to do. But thank God I spoke to a friend that was skeptical about it. So we asked ChatGPT. I kid you not, it's a Ponzi scheme. And I would never have known this because, I was checking online, I saw the site, I saw everything, I saw reviews from people. Sometimes these people get people to say rubbish and lie. You get. But AI broke it down, told me the regulations and whatnot, and now this might just be a Ponzi scheme, and I should be careful before I put my money in it, and what.
Yeah.
So, it's safe to say I did MMM. I was part of the people that fell victim MMM. So, I could have fallen victim for this one again, you know. So, thank you, AI. Thank you, ChatGPT. I don't need to call the name of the company, but people are making money also, so but it's still a Ponzi scheme. Thank you.
People listen money from Ponzi schemes anyway. So.
Yeah.
So Nelson is on my side, I think, for my calculations.
No, I stand in the middle because I want AI to erase my knowledge of losing to MMM and direct me further on not investing in a Ponzi scheme. Are you guys following me?
Yeah, still
So
against
since
it. Yeah. Leaning more on the first one. Yeah. Leaning more on the first one. That's right.
Why do people want to erase their cringe moments?
I don't want to erase anything. It's nice. That cringe moment is annoying, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
It's an emotion.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to feel emotions.
Actually.
Yes.
That's why I say I want both of them. Just erase a bit of it and move me forward.
Okay. No, all right then. So what have we learned today? AI is powerful. It can help us, but it can also trick us, take our jobs, maybe, and maybe even slide into our DMs. It all comes down to how we use it. Are we letting AI think for us? Or are we using AI as a tool to make our lives better? I'd like to know from you guys, is AI our assistant or are we becoming its assistant? And as me and Ade discussed earlier, what is the one thing that AI should never be allowed to do, right? Because at the end of the day, AI might be smart, but let's not forget, it still can't cook proper jollof. Until it does, humans are still in charge. So I want to say thank you to Oga Ade and Oga Nelson for joining us on today's episode of Scatteryan Podcast. Thank you very much, guys.
Oh, you're welcome, Toves. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
It's been
Thank you.
I just feel AI can cook jollof if it's trained by jollof artists.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, if AI ever tries to replace me, just know I went down fighting. Don't forget to subscribe, share, tell me what you think. Is AI our friend or should we be worried? Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, use your brain, human intelligence, not artificial intelligence. SCFR. Peace.